You can see the blanket on the back of Holligan. Temperature now in the mid-40s. Round 3 in one of the most talked about fights in recent memory. Back on September the 10th, Chavez showed he was mortal against the quick counter-punching Pernell Whitaker, who fought a brilliant tactical fight. A lot of side-to-side, came in from angles, and it seems, at least to this point, the fellas, that Andy Holligan has not learned from that fight. He's just coming straight in. That's his style.
I don't think he can do anything else. I don't think he has the ability to move like a Sweet Pea Whitaker. Whitaker just fought the perfect fight, and you know, I said it back then, I say it now. I think he beat Julio César Chávez, but Holligan's just going to do what he does and hope for the best, and that's all he can hope for.
Well, Chavez would suffer the first blemish on his record, a majority decision draw with Whitaker, but he is still a mind-blowing 88-0-1, a staggering 25-0-1 in World Championships, and currently the longest uninterrupted champ in boxing.
Look at that. Look at the way that Chavez is able to put together combinations, calmly stepping back, reloading, and letting go again. Wonderful, wonderful exhibition for a champion. The thing that surprises me about this guy is he loves to fight. I mean, here after that huge fight, and it was a big fight with Whitaker, 3 or 4 weeks later, he fought again. That was just a couple of weeks ago. I mean, it's amazing how this guy likes to fight.
He's certainly not an idle man in between his big fights. He likes to stay busy, likes to keep in shape and keep his mind focused, as well as his body, and you see what the results have been.
Most professional fighters will go about 3 times a year. Julio César Chávez fights just about every 2 months. After the Whitaker fight, October 30th, he got back into action, a 4th-round TKO over Mike Powell in Juarez, Mexico, and now, less than 2 months after that, here he is against Holligan. Arthur Mercanti, the illustrious one, his 109th World Championship fight, is presiding.
And you can tell how good Mercanti is. You don't see him. I mean, you can call a whole fight and never call his name. He is a superb referee.
The pride of Long Island, New York.
And a wonderful man on top of it.
One of the class acts in boxing.
I see a little bit of blood spattered around. I'm assuming it has to be Holligan's, but I can't see where it's coming from just yet.
It's coming from everywhere. He's oozing blood throughout his whole face there, and it's getting smeared all over Julio César Chávez. I mean, the combinations that have landed are enough to break open some cuts.
Body shot attempted there by Andy Holligan, but having no effect on Chavez. Now, combination to the head by Chavez, who does have Holligan's blood splattered all over his face, body, and trunks.
Let's look at a master at work. Let's look at, there goes that left hook to the side, left hook to the head. Pulls back, reloads, and he's right back in his face again. Another combination going. I mean, how do you beat this guy? The only way to do it is like Sweet Pea did, and that is motion. Now, what's happening here is they think his nose is broken. They've been putting ice, they've been putting packs, adrenaline packs up his nose and telling him not to blow his nose. It is what you do in the corner when you think a nose is broken.
I see if his competition had been a little stiffer, it'd already be flattened and well beat up like mine.
Round 4. Chavez always coming forward, relentless, economical with his punches. Vintage Chavez is an overwhelming assault, and perhaps no better finisher in the sport today.
You cannot doubt the heart of Holligan. He is there. He's got a lot of heart. He's taking a big shellacking, and he keeps coming on. But there is a vast difference in class here.
Holligan out of Liverpool, England. Youth dream of a way out of that economically depressed city by becoming either athletes, professional stars from the world of sports, or musicians. I believe a group by the name of the Beatles. The Fab Four came from Liverpool.
And all four Beatles together couldn't beat Chavez.
Even with Ringo?
All at the same time.
Ringo and bats.
Well, Chavez continues to have his way against the game Andy Holligan.
Chavez appears to just be not playing with him, but not really trying to end it quickly. Just kind of relaxing, getting some work, putting on a nice show for his people in Mexico, but not really doing anything with seriously bad intentions at this point in time.
I think he took a very hard shot at it in the first and second round, and he's cruising a little bit now.
Ooh, a low blow there by Chavez. Holligan just keeps on coming forward. Well, they like that jab work. There's a right hand by Holligan. But back comes Chavez.
Could have been the worst thing he did is land a good clean shot and get him mad.
Well, he was content to just while away around. He got hit and it triggered off something in his pride.
Holligan won't get much by punching that head of Chavez. It is seems impenetrable. Less than 30 seconds remaining in round 4. It is scheduled for 12 for the WBC super lightweight title. And the chance of Mexico in Puebla. Doubling up on the left is Chavez effectively as we head for the bell.
High time.
Está bien, Julio. Tenemos que rematar la faena, Julio. Tienes que hacer un esfuerzo más. Cuando lo tienes ahí, mira, vas a cambiar de posición para dejarle ahí fuera de baraje.
They're telling him, don't wait to just see the opening, but just let it fly. In other words, do what you're doing right here in this replay. Just let a combination, let your hands go, and you'll stop this guy. And of course, that's good advice. Although he's reached a point in his career, like Ali, that he doesn't need a corner, he just needs a mirror to talk to in the corner. He knows what he's doing.
Fight stayed pretty much at close range like this the end of the round, and Holligan is still in there, still trying, still landing a few shots, and at least in a minor fashion, irritating Chavez.
10 seconds, let's go. 10 seconds, Andy. Come on. Do your way, come go.
Upon the urging of Arthur Mercante, we're set for round number 5. So let's see what happens here. Will Chavez step it up and try to end it? Win, lose, or draw, Chavez showdown with Whitaker for the mythical title of best pound-for-pound fighter unquestionably gave him the most global publicity he's ever had. Interesting, despite his monstrous success and universal appeal. Look at that right hand. In the boxing community, the average person in the street still didn't know who Chavez was pretty much until that Whitaker fight.
Well, I'll tell you, Holligan got his attention with that right hand, and something that's interesting, but if Holligan can keep this type of pace up and his chin holds up and he doesn't cut up, we could at least have an interesting little night ahead of us.
Chavez, keep your punches high. Let's go.
Chavez being cautioned by referee Arthur Mercante for low blows. Holligan face all bloody, comes in with combinations, doing no damage to Chavez, who just ducks away.
Well, he's having his best round up to now. At least Chavez is not punching back, and he's standing still, letting this guy get off his shots and get brave. Holligan's taking advantage and doing well for himself this round.
Good shots by Chavez. Holligan standing right in there and taking it.
Chavez always starts a little slower and starts to close not only the fight, but the rounds, in each of the rounds as the fight goes on, stronger and stronger. That's where everybody else fades, and he just gets better and better.
Yeah, he just grows like a little monster, like Rosemary's Baby. He just keeps throbbing away, getting bigger and bigger each round.
Well, these exchanges are really taking its toll on the challenger, Andy Holligan. His face all red and bloodied. Again, Chavez landing with vicious combinations to the head. And you got to wonder the accumulative effect on Holligan.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't know about his hands, but his face looks like it's made of stone right now. Red stone, but stone.
Yes. And again, Chavez connecting. The crowd coming alive. Perhaps sensing something.
Yeah, he's almost right, almost ready to go. Holligan has taken an inhuman amount of punishment.
Big finish here to round 5 by Chavez. How much more of this punishment can Holligan take? Arthur McCanny is looking very closely at the challenger.
No, you're all right.
You're standing there taking too much. It's really. I don't want to be saying this to you, take too much.
This is the kind of punishment that I don't think Holligan's going to be able to. That was a good right hand that he landed that started to get the attention of Chavez, so that Chavez then put on some kind of big licking on him. It's almost too much to watch. McCanny watching very closely. I don't think they're going to give up in the corner, but he's got a broken nose. He's got his eye cut. It wouldn't surprise me if they stop it in the corner. I think they did.
And that is it. You are correct, Bertie. It is all over. It ends between rounds. And Julio César Chávez retains his championship in Puebla, Mexico.